Here's how to remove copyright claims on YouTube. If you've got a YouTube copyright claim, your video could be demonetized, or any ad revenue from that video may need to be shared with the copyright owner. Your video could be blocked in some countries, or you could even end up with a strike against your channel. But don't worry, in this video I'm going to share exactly how to fix any infringing content or how you can appeal the claim to get it removed quickly and easily. Make sure you stick around because I'll also show you how you can check to see if other people are ripping off your videos and uploading them to their channel, and how you can issue a takedown request for those too. And if you've had a copyright claim or a copyright strike on your channel before, let me know down in the comments what happened and were you able to get it resolved. Now, in terms of copyright issues, there's really two things that can happen. One of them is a copyright claim, the other is a copyright strike. A claim is not really a big deal, but a strike is a big deal. If you actually get 3 strikes within a 90-day period, YouTube say that they would delete your channel, no questions asked. So you really don't want to be in breach of copyright across the board, as far as I'm concerned. So best case scenario, you really want to be using the stuff that you do have the rights for, the licenses for, so that you don't have any issues. Now, if you do find that after releasing a video, you do have some copyright issues, best case scenario would be to maybe remove that video, make adjustments in your editing and put it back out. But if it is something that's been up on your channel for quite a while, maybe you've got a lot of views and subscribers and things from a video that is working, then there are some ways that you can try to fix that copyright issue while the video is still live on YouTube. And that's what I'm going to take you through your options there. But YouTube itself is getting really good at detecting these copyright issues. It even will do it while you're uploading a video. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a video now that is using a copyrighted music track onto a test YouTube account of ours. So I'm going to pick a video here that does have copyright music. I'm just going to call it test video. Let's mark this one as not made for kids. We'll go next. We'll skip the video elements here and come across to the next one, which is checks. And straight away it says here, before we publish a video, we're going to check to see if there's any copyright issues on your content. And this is so you can fix any issues before the video actually goes live. Now it does say it's going to take around 10 minutes to perform this check, and that time is going to be determined by the length of your video. But we do have the ability to skip forward and keep preparing our video for upload while we're waiting. Now, after only a couple of minutes, this is what has shown up. And we can see we've got this red exclamation mark at the top, and it says copyright protected content found. People in some countries can't watch your video. So if we go ahead and hit see details, then this is going to let us know if this has effect on our channel or just on the visibility of the content. So we can see here that the channel is not affected, but there is a partial block on our content. And it says this video is going to be blocked in some territories due to 1 or more content ID claims below. And we can see the infringing copyright music track down the bottom here. And we can also see what this block or restriction is. So if we put our mouse over this section here, we can see that the copyright owner's UMG has set this music track to be blocked in Belarus, Russia. So as for the restriction or the punishment, it's really going to come down to a case-by-case basis. Now, if we hit the 3 little dots over the side here, then we can see what our options are. Now, there is an option here that is grayed out to trim out that segment. And this one is grayed out because the entire video is using that music track. So if we just trimmed out the section using the music, there's not really going to be any video left. So that's why that section is grayed out here for us. But we do have the option to replace that song, to mute the song, or we can dispute this copyright claim. So if you're uploading a video and you have purchased a license to use that music, or you do have rights to use it, then this is where you can dispute it. So let's just go up to replace song here. And you can see here now we get the option to add one of YouTube's music tracks to be played instead of our copyright music. Now that does replace all the audio in your video. So if you have someone speaking on camera like we do in this example here, then it's also going to take out the spoken piece too. So depending on your video, it really may not be a good option. So let's go up to discard changes. Let's go back down and let's go to mute song and see what comes up here. So in here we have 2 options. We have the ability to mute all sound when that song plays. So we don't have to replace it with another music track. We could just mute that section, which is what we're getting the option for here. Or the second option is a beta feature from YouTube where it's going to try to mute the song only. So it says here it's going to try and remove the claimed song only, keeping the rest of your sound. This option usually takes longer and might not work if the song is hard to remove. Now personally, I love the idea of this feature where it's going to try to remove the music track but still try to leave all the other audio in your video. But also in my experience, I haven't seen this work well once. But I would say it is worth a shot if you really don't have any other options here. So if we select mute song only and go to continue, And then it says here that this process might take a while. If we are able to mute the copyrighted song, that they'll update any viewing or monetization restrictions on your video once this process has complete. But the video will remain in its current copyright breach state until this process has completed. So you want to go ahead and hit mute from there. And then you're just shown that that video editing is in process. So those are your copyright removal options while you're uploading a video. Now in that example where we did try to process the audio removal and still keep the spoken piece, it just ended up muting the whole music track anyway, so the video would be useless. But again, I'm hoping that's something that YouTube builds and evolves over time, because I think it would be a really cool feature, but I'm yet to see it work well. Now, the other place that you'll see copyright notifications on your channel is in your studio dashboard area. Usually they'll show up as a notification if you have any issues when you log in, or you can go over to your content area and you'll see either a yellow or red icon on any content that does have a copyright breach, or you can actually go up to the top and change the filter so you're only seeing videos that do have copyright issues or copyright claims. So we can see we've got this video here that is partially blocked because it contains copyrighted material. As a result, it's been blocked in some countries and or regions. Then on the left-hand side, you want to go down to copyright, and then you can see we've got that same screen again that we had when we were uploading, telling us the music track that was in breach, the times that that music track is detected in the video, the impact on the video, whether it's blocked, whether it's been demonetized, and we've got those three little dots on the right-hand side with our options on what we can do to try and fix it. So if we do want to dispute it, then we can hit this button here, and then we just need to follow the prompts and answer the questions here to submit that dispute. Now, I clearly don't own the rights to this song, but let's hit this bottom button down here so you can see. We then go continue, and then we'll need to pick if this is our original content, if we have license or permission to use it, if we're hoping this can be used under a fair use agreement, or if this is something that has been released in the public domain. For this one, I'm just going to hit license. And then we'll get to choose the type of dispute, whether it's just a regular dispute or if we want to escalate this to an appeal. So just a regular dispute will give the claimant 30 days to review your request and to release the claim. If they disagree with your request and reinstate the claim, then you'll still be able to appeal their decision. If we want to escalate it, it says this is a shorter process that allows you to appeal first without disputing the claim. The claimant then has 7 days to review, and if they disagree with your appeal, you may receive a copyright strike. So this is getting pretty serious at this point, so you definitely want to make sure that you do have the correct license and everything in place before you go down this route. Let's just go a regular dispute here, go continue. You would then need to again confirm that you do have the rights, that you do have ways to prove that you have rights to use this. Select the little checkbox down the bottom and hit continue. And then this is where you'll have to plead your case. So it says here, please include your license information below. Include any specifics that will help the claimant verify your permission to use this content and help them process your dispute. Once you're all done with that, hit submit and that will go off. Now after that comes back, if it's still not in your favor, and it should be, then you can dispute that again and escalate that further. But that is the process to dispute a copyright claim or a copyright strike on your channel. Again, all this information will be showing up on your dashboard in your notification area as well, and it's really going to be hard for you to miss. So really the best case scenario here when you are creating your content is to use the stuff that you have permission to use, that you have the correct licenses for. Now this is something that we don't want to mess with on our channel. We want to make sure that we are compliant with everything that we do. So this is why we're using services like Storyblocks and ArtGrid for B-roll and stock overlay footage. And for music, this is why we love Artlist and Epidemic Sound, because they make this whole licensing thing really, really simple. And even in terms of the actual content that you're using inside of your videos, even if you see other channels that seem to be getting away with it and using clips from movies or TV shows, know that it could be a risk for you and your channel, whether immediately or further down the track. And really that's not a game that we want to play. Now, if you've got copyright claims or strikes on your channel and you've tried to dispute it and you're still not having any luck, then you can actually connect with YouTube themselves. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. If this has been unlocked on your channel or you're part of the YouTube Partner Program, then you might have access to an icon in your studio dashboard area where you can directly chat with someone at YouTube. So you want to head to your studio dashboard area, and up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see next to the help button, there is a chat with creator support icon. And so this is actually even showing up on this dummy account here, which only has one video that is private and is in breach of copyright. And I'm still having access to this chat function up here too. So we just click on that and a little chat box is going to open up down the bottom and you're able to chat with someone there to help get your issue resolved. Now, if you're not seeing this, then you can hit the little help button next to that. Come down here to get help as a YouTube creator. And there are some methods in here to help get you connected with YouTube. But the one that I've been looking at and the one that I've seen people have great success with in connecting with YouTube fast is through Twitter. So if we scroll down here, we can see they've got Twitter @TeamYouTube is the official Twitter account here for real-time updates and troubleshooting tips to help you get the most out of YouTube. And this is where you get direct access to their social support team. So if you don't have access to the chat, Twitter is where I would be heading. Now, if you want to check if anyone is in breach of your copyright and has maybe downloaded your YouTube videos and has uploaded them to their own channel, in part or in full, then this is where you check. So back on your studio dashboard area, we want to go over to copyright. Now, if this is the first time you're opening this up, you may need to enable this feature on your channel. But once that's done and YouTube has detected your content on another channel, it's going to show up here. So we can see here in this list, these are all videos of ours that are now showing up on other people's channels. So we can see how many views each of these videos has and how much of our video is found in theirs. So this top one here that has 5.1 thousand views, 20% of their video is made up of our video, which is this one, how to get monetized on YouTube faster. And there's other ones down here, like this one, 100%, 90% of their video is our video. So it can be pretty common for people to do this. Now you've then got to decide, is it worth worrying about? Does it matter that someone's done that? But if you do want to do something about it, then here are your options. If we put our mouse over the content match here, go across to the side, we can archive it, so ignore it. We can request video removal, that they're going to take down the video, or we can contact the channel. So if we go to request video removal here, then you just have to go ahead and fill in the form on the page here and then submit it once you're done. If we go back and we want to directly message the channel, we'll click on this one, and this will actually generate an email from YouTube itself that is sent to that channel owner. So you can read the text of the email here. It's pretty much saying that they're in breach of your video, has links to your video and their video, and you will need to provide your email address up here. So when they reply or so they can get in contact with you, that they have access to that. And then you just hit send and that will go off. Now at the top here, we can see our removal requests and the status of them. So we can see that all of these ones here from our side have been resolved. So the video has been removed. Some of them were already removed by the time that we had lodged the request for them to remove it. We can see our messages up here, and we can also view the ones that we had archived on this last one. Now there is one new change that YouTube is implementing right now in terms of copyright music and copyright claims across YouTube. And that is it's making it easier for you to use commercial music in your videos without all of the restriction. Again, this is going to come down to the individual music track that you're using. It's going to come down to the artist. It's going to come down to the music label as to what you can and can't do and what you can and can't use in your videos. But YouTube is streamlining this process and working with them to try and make it more of a win for them and the content creator instead of it just being one or the other. So what they're implementing here is instead of a copyright claim and maybe some restrictions placed on your video or demonetizing your content, ways that instead you can agree to a revenue split of your content and not have any restrictions on where the video can be seen. So in this case, a percentage of the ad revenue that you would receive because you've used commercial music, some of that will go to the music label or to the artist themselves. And it's YouTube that's helping manage that process on both sides. So this will make using commercial music in your videos easier and more streamlined, but you're still going to be sharing some of that YouTube AdSense revenue with the original artist or music label. That's not a bad thing, but there are other services out there like Licked that already make that process much, much easier without you being in breach or going through any of this copyright stuff as well. So I think it's cool that YouTube is bringing this in and it is making it easier, but there are other services out there that can already help you. So that's how you can remove or deal with copyright claims or issues on your videos. Now, if you do want to find out more about Licked to help you use copyright music in your videos and our top music sites, Epidemic Sound and Artlist, check out the video on screen. We show a breakdown of each because they are our top recommended music sites. I'll see you in there.